Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. NC State will kick it off to get us underway. We'll call for the fair catch here. So Florida State's offense has the football first here today. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, yeah, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field? This guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Back to pass. It's Daly. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. First down and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to pass. It's Daly. Launching one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense gets their first crack now. The Lynch defense, Kirk, relying on an elite corner as they try to shut down the passing game. Those guys have skills, and they have the swag to go with it.
Yeah, Chris, I think that's the point is yeah, they have the skills, they have the size, the speed, but I think it's the instincts, just a natural ability to find the football and be able to come up with plays that help their defense get the ball back to their own offense that really separate these two. Boy, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. NC State comes to the line quickly. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. The Noles are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Noles. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To the air, it's Bailey. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And the wideout goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So to avoid another punt in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Looking to throw it again. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They bring the punter onto the field now. Going to kick it away for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Quarterback looking to scramble. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a football play right there, guys. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
A big play moves the ball across midfield. The opponent's 43.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. That one's broken up, incomplete, and time has expired in the first quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The pickup is 6. Makes it 3rd down and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Can he make it to the marker? They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a...
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Moves the ball up to the 30. NC State comes to the line quickly. There's the handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
No huddle now for the offense. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Receiver makes the grab, and he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Offense in a split backfield now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He fires this throw, and is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll try a pass here. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Makes a quick grab. And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1 yard line. And the Noles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They go with a direct snap. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the point after is right down the middle. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the NC State offense back out over the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking to throw. It's Bailey. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
Okay, ready?
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Rolls it in. It's Brown. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Cut quickly. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. NC State comes to the line quickly. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw again. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. That sack makes it 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Bailey. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Play at the drive, quick throw to the left. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Here Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He has first down yardage at the 46.
It's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Daly. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. And the back now goes in motion. Hits the running back in the flat. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. And the route is on.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. An inside give now from the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to open.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Running back grabs it on a screen. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Just job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
What a shot, right? This guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Catch is made. Room to run here. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. The Noles looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
Dropping back. It's Daly. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to pass. It's Thomas. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. And he drops back in the gun. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I'd love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Not much on that play. Brought down short. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive.
3:25.
Trying to find some room. It's Davis. No, he didn't make it. He is stopped short, so they don't take the chance to add to this lead, and the defense will get the football back. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking downfield, it's Thomas. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
NC State 14.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. And the Knowles will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Pitt Panthers offense will get the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Pitt right back to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no! With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The hand to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah,
he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give out of the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Daly. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here When he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. USF looked like a program ready to take the next... Big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least.
Buys a little extra time.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun to give, looking for room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Direct snap. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They want to run this quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Using the quick game.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent.
Nothing but green ahead. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The quick out. He's brought down solid. Pick up but a little bit short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have it. Last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up. Last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a connection. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They're going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Pitt pushing the pace.
second down coming up.
They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ben! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Feeling some heat. They've got the screen set up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Touch pass on the run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, no!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quick completion on the out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Hit right back to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Renfro. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays up the middle.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a duck looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And in this offense, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Fires left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Florida State! A great catch and run for 6. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This offense has a second down play. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Daly. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Noles decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Escapes trouble. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
The Seminoles get enough for the first down. This offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. He's turning in the type of performance that will etch him alongside the Seminole legends.
He has been on fire. You got to find some way to slow this guy down, because right now he's getting what he wants, when he wants.
Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Holstein. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Touchdown, Knowles! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They keep attacking through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Renfro. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Pitt will have to boot this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going for the big play. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Daly. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the 1st play. You need to be successful and productive on that 1st play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Caught close to the marker. It's Renfro. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Gets it out fast.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Intercepted by Florida State. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they'll... So you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Seminoles will punt this one away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Offense set on first down. The give and tick, 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 tick.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll go right back to him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. It's caught downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the grab. It's Goff. Bulldozes him. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.